The moment just went viral, and it's bad news for Angel Reese. Shaquille O'Neal, the man who's defended her more than anyone else, just flipped on live TV and absolutely destroyed her after shocking new footage exposed Angel's private hate toward Caitlin Clark. This wasn't a rumor. This wasn't gossip. This was Shaq, live, unfiltered, and furious. He called out her jealousy, her attitude, and the way she's been bringing down women's basketball with her bitterness and ego. The studio went completely silent as Shaq unleashed, saying, "I can't protect her anymore. You can't keep blaming the world when you are the problem." And the craziest part, producers tried to cut to commercial, but Shaq kept talking. He exposed behind-the-scenes drama, private locker room tension, and the truth about why even Angel's teammates are done defending her. Within minutes, social media exploded. #AngelReese started trending, and clips of Shaq's rant hit over 5 million views in the first hour. Fans are calling it the moment everything changed for Angel Reese's career. Stay tuned, because what Shaq revealed next might just end her entire reputation in women's basketball forever. Let's break this all the way down, because what happened on live television between Shaquille O'Neal and Angel Reese wasn't some random outburst. This was months, maybe even years of built-up tension, finally exploding in real time for the whole world to see. Shaq had been one of Angel's loudest defenders from the start. He called her a generational force, stood up for her after every controversy, and even told critics to shut up and let that girl shine. But according to multiple insiders close to the situation, Shaq's patience had been wearing thin, and the moment Caitlin Clark's $8 million golf deal hit the internet, everything changed. Sources say Shaq reached out privately to congratulate Clark, even mentioning that her success would open more doors for the next generation of hoopers. Apparently, Angel didn't like that. She allegedly sent a series of heated messages to people in Shaq's circle, accusing him of switching sides and feeding the same media machine that tried to tear her down. That's when Shaq went silent and fans started noticing. Then came the live TV moment that broke the internet. During a segment meant to celebrate women's basketball growth, Shaq was asked about Caitlin Clark's influence. He started off calm, talking about leadership, consistency, and professionalism, but then, he turned the heat up. "I don't care what nobody says," Shaq said, staring straight into the camera. "Caitlin earned everything she's getting. She works, she shows up, she don't complain, she don't throw shots at other players online, she just plays. That's how you build a legacy." You could feel the temperature in that studio rise. Everyone knew who he was talking about. He didn't have to say her name. The co-hosts froze. Production staff reportedly panicked in his earpiece. But Shaq wasn't stopping. "I supported a lot of young players," he continued, "but some of them got too comfortable thinking attention equals greatness. It don't. Discipline does. Respect does. You can't cry about the system while ignoring the grind. The game don't owe you nothing." And that was it. The line that sent social media into absolute chaos. Within minutes, Shaq and Angel Reese were both trending worldwide. Fans were divided, some praising Shaq for finally saying what needed to be said, while others accused him of publicly humiliating a young athlete he once mentored. But according to people inside the network, Shaq had already made up his mind before cameras even rolled. He told them, "If I keep quiet now, I'm part of the problem." By the end of that night, clips of the segment were everywhere: TikTok, X, Instagram, racking up millions of views. And while Caitlin Clark stayed silent as always, Angel Reese reportedly unfollowed Shaq within hours. What had once been a mentorship built on loyalty had officially turned into a full-scale public feud. After that brutal live segment, things moved fast, too fast for Angel Reese to control the narrative. Within 24 hours, the clip of Shaq's rant had been viewed over 30 million times. Every major sports outlet ran it on repeat, and the headlines were merciless. Shaq turns on Angel Reese. Mentor becomes critic. The queen of controversy loses her biggest ally. But the real shock came from what happened behind the scenes. According to an inside source from TNT's production team, Shaq's comments weren't spontaneous. They were the result of weeks of private conversations and arguments between him and Angel. One insider said, "He warned her 3 times to chill. She didn't listen." Apparently, Shaq had been trying to get Angel to stop posting cryptic messages and feuding with fans online. He told her to focus on her game, her endorsements, and her brand. But instead, she reportedly accused him of siding with the establishment and not defending her like he used to. One message allegedly read, "You used to protect me. Now you just sound like them." That message, the insider claims, was the breaking point. So when Shaq went on live TV and dropped that monologue, it wasn't random. It was deliberate. He was done watching her sabotage herself. But Angel didn't take it quietly. Hours later, she jumped on Instagram Live, visibly emotional, pacing back and forth as thousands of viewers flooded the comments. "Everybody wanna switch up when it's convenient," she said, voice trembling. "They love you when you're the underdog, but once you speak your truth, they call you a problem." She didn't name Shaq directly, but everyone knew. Fans clipped the video instantly. And the hashtags, #AngelVs, Shaq, and #Reese Meltdown started trending by sunrise. Then came the most shocking twist. Just as Angel was spiraling online, leaked text screenshots began circulating allegedly between her and a well-known sports agent. The messages seemed to show Angel venting about losing out on a major shoe renewal because people in high places turned on her. The implication, that Shaq's public comments may have directly influenced her sponsor's perception of her. Whether true or not, the story exploded. Brands started quietly distancing themselves. One company even paused its campaign featuring her just days before launch. By the end of the week, multiple insiders confirmed that networks had begun reevaluating her media appearances due to concerns over her emotional unpredictability. Shaq, meanwhile, stayed completely silent on social media. Not a single post, not a response, nothing. The silence was deafening. Fans begged for reconciliation. Some said Shaq should reach out privately. Others believed he had done the right thing, but deep down, everyone knew something had changed forever. Shaq wasn't just another celebrity critic. He was the one person who'd stood by Angel through everything, and now, even he had given up trying to defend her, and that, more than anything, sent shockwaves through the entire sports world. The internet was on fire. By the next morning, Angel Reese's name was trending across every platform: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for all the wrong reasons. The fallout from Shaq's televised rant had officially gone nuclear. Clips of his comments were everywhere. ESPN analysts replayed the footage on loop. YouTube commentators broke it down frame by frame, and sports podcasts dissected every word. The debate was brutal. Half the audience sided with Shaq, praising him for finally telling the truth. The other half accused him of publicly humiliating a young black woman for ratings. But one thing was clear: Angel Reese's image had taken another massive hit. Sports Illustrated ran an article titled, "When Your Biggest Ally Walks Away," describing how Angel's defiance had turned into career self-sabotage. Bleacher Report went even harder, publishing a viral tweet that read, "Shaq told no lies. Sometimes tough love looks like this." It racked up over 400,000 likes within hours. Even current WNBA players began subtly weighing in. Former teammate Marina Mabrey posted a cryptic Instagram story saying, "At some point, accountability ain't hate." The timing left no doubt who she meant. Another player, Aja Wilson, liked a tweet calling Shaq a real one for saying what needed to be said. Fans were equally divided. Angel's most loyal supporters tried to defend her, claiming Shaq was just another man trying to silence a confident woman. But the majority opinion online was ruthless. Comments poured in like a flood. "She's burned too many bridges. Shaq was right. She did this to herself. Shaq was right. She did this to herself." Then came the sponsors. According to sources close to Reese's camp, one of her top endorsement partners, a major athletic apparel company, requested an immediate reputation assessment. Another beauty brand quietly removed her promotional posts from its official Instagram page. The domino effect had started. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's fans wasted no time capitalizing on the chaos. They flooded comment sections with comparisons between Caitlin's quiet professionalism and Angel's emotional outbursts. One viral post summed it up perfectly. "Caitlin wins trophies. Angel starts live streams." It got over 2 million impressions in 24 hours. Inside the league, executives were reportedly uneasy. One anonymous WNBA executive told a reporter, "It's getting harder to market Angel when every week she's trending for the wrong reason." Another added, "Shaq going public like that just confirmed what we've been worried about for months." Even Shaq's TNT co-hosts chimed in days later. Charles Barkley, never one to hold back, said bluntly, "Shaq said what everyone else is scared to say. She needs to grow up." Kenny Smith nodded quietly beside him. By the end of the week, Angel Reese was facing what some called a career crisis. The fans who once called her the face of the future were turning away. The media that once hyped her as a star were now framing her as a cautionary tale. And through it all, Shaq remained silent, refusing interviews, ignoring reporters, and refusing to apologize. That silence spoke louder than anything he could have said on TV. It wasn't just a feud anymore. It was the moment Angel Reese realized that her biggest enemy might not be the media, or Caitlin Clark, but herself. Just when it seemed like the storm couldn't get any worse for Angel Reese, something unexpected happened. A leaked behind-the-scenes video surfaced online, and it flipped the entire situation upside down. The clip, reportedly taken just hours after Shaq's viral outburst, showed Angel Reese pacing furiously in a private gym locker room, visibly emotional and speaking to someone on speakerphone. The voice on the other end, allegedly one of Shaq's closest friends, possibly even a TNT producer. The audio was muffled, but one sentence stood out loud and clear. "She's not ready to hear the truth, but he warned her this day would come." That single quote reignited the entire internet. What did Shaq mean by this day? Had he seen this fallout coming months ago? Within hours, conspiracy threads exploded on Reddit. An X1 thread titled "Shaq Tried to Save Angel Before TNT Blow-Up" gained over 1 million views in a day. Fans began piecing together old interactions between Shaq and Angel moments that now looked like signs of tension brewing for months. Someone even resurfaced a January interview where Shaq mentioned certain young players not listening to guidance. At the time, people thought it was a general comment. Now, they were convinced it was aimed directly at Angel. But the real shock came from inside her own circle. A supposed insider from Angel's management team leaked a text exchange that appeared to show Shaq warning her weeks before the live TV segment. In it, he wrote, "I've been protecting you. Stop making enemies. The media doesn't forget." Angel's alleged response, "I don't need saving. I'm bigger than them." That leak hit like a bomb. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. This wasn't just betrayal from Shaq. It was a broken mentorship. Years in the making. Former LSU teammates began to speak out anonymously, telling blogs that the fallout between the two had been building for a long time. One even said, "He tried to keep her grounded. She stopped listening when the fame hit." And as if that wasn't enough, a mysterious Instagram account claiming to be inside WNBA PR dropped an even darker rumor that Shaq's comments were part of a strategic move to distance the league's image from Angel before the 2026 rebranding campaign. The post went viral instantly, fueling theories that Shaq's attack wasn't personal, it was political. The WNBA, of course, declined to comment. So did Shaq. But Angel, she finally broke her silence with a cryptic tweet. "Don't cry when I finally speak. I got receipts too." The tweet had over 10 million views in an hour. Fans flooded her replies, some cheering her on, others begging her not to dig a deeper hole. And just when people thought she might go live to expose everything, her account went dark. Deleted. No posts. No story. No explanation. Now the internet is on edge, waiting for her next move. Is she plotting revenge? Or is this the end of Angel Reese's career as we know it? One thing's for sure. This story isn't over. Not even close. And now, the world is holding its breath. Shaq's explosive take, Angel Reese's silence, the deleted account. It all feels like the calm before a storm that's about to shake the entire WNBA. Fans want answers, and the truth might be uglier than anyone expected. So what happens next? Will Angel Reese come forward and expose everything? The backdoor politics? The fake friendships? The corporate cover-ups? Or will Shaq's influence and media power bury this story before it ever sees daylight? Because make no mistake, this isn't just about one player and her mentor. This is about control, image, and who gets to define the future of women's basketball. And if that leaked message from Shaq is real, then Angel might not be the only one on the chopping block. But here's where you come in. What do you think? Was Shaq just telling hard truths that needed to be said? Or did he cross the line and destroy someone he once called family? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading everything. And if you want the real updates before they blow up on the news, make sure you're subscribed, because this feud, it's just getting started.